What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Monday. It is snowing outside, and guess what? Just like you guys have been wanting, we are headed out on snow for the first how-to of the season. This is a common problem. I know you guys see I'm walking with some concrete blocks on my feet. We're going to talk about a common problem we see in riding, and it's called having concrete feet. Let's get into it. All right, guys, welcome back once again. You can see what just happened here. So we are going to refer to a lot of the channel videos that we've talked about in the past from a year ago, even a couple of years ago, when we're going to talk about concrete feet. And you can see what I just did is I came up the fall line. I wanted to initiate and get into my side hill, and yet I just had concrete feet. I didn't move my feet nor my body to set myself up for success. So let's break this down. All right, so we're talking about what's happened to the sled. You guys can see this like nearly right away, even on a relatively shallow slope, which is where I wanted to start. You can see what's going to happen here. There's already so much of this sled that now wants to roll down the hill, and it was all because of how I came up and my feet didn't move. All right, and so what I want to do and how I would remedy that is as I start coming up the hill, you guys remember from my common mistakes video, we talk about as I'm going up any type of hill, I want my feet back and my body forward. Well, I could have done that there. And then as I came up, you guys are going to remember when we talk about blipping the throttle, finger on the brake, all of those things needed to come into play, as well as side hilling 101, where we talked about getting 1 foot, opposite foot forward on the running board, a little ways back from the toe loop, 40 degree on the running board, blipping that throttle and setting that sled on edge versus being in the position that I'm in now. But the cause of it is because I had concrete feet to begin with. If I'm not willing to move my body, move my feet, I am not setting myself up for success, and I end up being in positions like this. Can you just go down? And the answer is sure you can. But when you guys are trying to develop a skill set for your toolbox, coming up here and setting yourself up by moving your feet is crucial. Now let's go do it right. Okay, a lot of things that happened that were a lot different, right? On the way up, you notice that I took my feet towards the back part of the running board, allowing my body to stay forward. What this is allowing us to do, whether it's on a shallow slope or a steep one, is I'm transferring some body weight forward. So I'm not approaching the hill, lots of gas and leaning back where I don't have any steering any longer. Notice as I came up, I was able to steer the sled, not unlike I was driving on a trail, like I was on flat ground. I wanted to initiate into a left side hill, so I steer my snowmobile, finger on the brake, applying some throttle. Then I, instead of having concrete feet, make that transition. So I get my right foot from over here onto this other left side running board, high side of the snowmobile, 40 degree on the running board, blipping the throttle, and boom, I set the sled, using that opposite leg as the kickstand to support me right here. You can see me now in the terrain. I'm horizontal to the slope, and now I can start my side hill, and or I could go down, or I could reposition and go back up. But the point is that from back there, I decided to move my feet. All right, so again, guys, importance of wearing a tether came off. Literally not having the ability to move my feet and get set up for this hill. Why we wanted to demonstrate like this: deeper snow, steeper hill, more consequence if I don't move my feet. So having concrete feet and just leaving those feet in the same position as if I was just on a trail, you can see what happens. I'm not set up. I end up just getting high-sided, thrown down below the sled. And you look at this position that I'm in, which I'm sure many of you have been before, where the sled is above me rolling down the hill. So now I'm going to do it again, and as I come up, we're going to remember those things that we've all watched these videos, and now we know. We're going to be feet back, body forward. I'm going to have that upright position, finger on the brake, ready to blip that throttle when I need to. I'm going to make that transition, not have concrete feet, step to that uphill running board, 40 degree with that foot on the running board, blip the sled and set that sled into its side hill, and away we go. Let's do it. Something that simple, guys, can change your game. As I'm coming up the hill, feet back, body forward, blip that throttle, make that transition to the uphill side. Foot is 40 degrees on the running board. I'm not choked up into my handlebars. I'm right back here, finger on the brake, eyes up, looking ahead. And look at this, I can take off from right here, even in this deep snow. Remember from side hilling 101, this foot has to work. Plant that foot, push off, lots of gas, and let's go. All right, guys, end result. Don't get concrete feet. Remember that there is so much about mountain riding that requires us to move our bodies. We have to, at the end of the day, be just as sore and tired and worn out in our lower extremities as our upper. If you get home at the end of the day and your upper body is just killing you and your legs feel like you could still go run a marathon, we're doing it wrong, all right? And that's a great example of concrete feet. I don't want to have to control the sled with just my upper body. So as I am coming through, and I get it, when you're watching videos and you're seeing all of us do these things as we manipulate the sleds in the deep snow, trust me, it's all still happening. Moving those feet, whether it's side to side, backwards or forwards on the running board, our feet, our lower body is always moving. And we do that because we want that sled to be in the perfect position for us. I can't just control it with my upper body. I hope you guys really like this video. Remember to leave those questions in comments. I am sure there's going to be some questions about why I wouldn't just go into a neutral position countersteer turn here. And the answer is, in a lot of snow and a lot of easy snow situations, you could. But man, when it gets technical and you've got the forest in front of you, being in that opposite foot forward position can be a lot safer and it's a lot easier on the body. Again, guys, help support the channel by hitting that thumbs up. Let's subscribe to this thing and we will see you next time.